Booktube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. And welcome to another daily reading vlog. I am back. I took a couple days off. Monday was kind of just a day. And then yesterday I was at the hospital all day. Well, it felt like all day. It was all day pretty much. We left here about 11:45 and we didn't get home until like 6. So my procedure yesterday was at 2 o'clock and they didn't take me till like 2:30, but they say to you, they're like, get there an hour early. So we were there an hour early, and then they still didn't take me till 2:30. So it's like, I don't know, it was crazy busy, whatever. The procedure itself was unpleasant. They did not sedate me. They did not give me any sort of sedative. No, nothing, no relaxant. But you know what? I'm glad, because when I got to the recovery room, I was literally there for 15 minutes and then I got to go home. So that was fine. But I know why I couldn't drive. I was a little, I don't know if I'd use the word woozy, but I was a little spacey maybe, because my blood pressure was quite low, like lower than normal. And that was because of the amount of fluid that they took out. That's what I was having done, is I was having some fluid removed from my belly, from my abdomen. I have a buildup of it because of my liver, which is due to my old heart. My liver is slowly repairing itself now that I have the new heart, but it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So I may have to have this done again at some point if I get the buildup again. But they're hoping that over time it's going to, my liver will correct itself, will heal itself, and this will stop being an issue. So that'll be good. But what a relief to have it gone. I didn't realize how bad I felt until it was gone. And without getting too much information, I can tell you that, because I have to weigh myself every morning because of this issue. So they want to know, like, if I suddenly have like a spike in weight, because then it's a fluid buildup, right? Like, especially if it's just sudden. So I weigh myself every morning just to see what's going on. And I can tell you that I put myself on the scale yesterday morning before we went to the hospital, and then this morning, and it was a 9-pound difference between the 2 days. 9 pounds. So yeah. It's crazy. I'm a little tender where they went in. They just like freeze you and then they put some, it's a thing. Anyway, it's gross and and I don't like it, but I'm glad it's been done. So anyway, so that's that nasty bit. Sorry for the little health stuff in the beginning, but I know a lot of you guys are kind of interested and whatever. This is all a journey. The entire thing is a journey, and it doesn't end, just because I got the new heart. We're still dealing with kidney stuff. We're dealing with liver stuff. It's a constant, it's a battle. It's a marathon, not a sprint, basically, or something like that. I think that's the way that phrase goes. But anyway, we'll get there eventually. So that's really all that happened yesterday. I was exhausted last night. I did get a bit of reading done yesterday. We didn't have to leave, like I said, until like 11:45, but I really didn't do much reading in the morning. I started my next, I guess, nostalgia book, if you want to call it that. And this month we are reading the Sweet Valley Twins series, the first 6 books. So I started Best Friends. These books are super tiny. They're only 100 pages. I could finish this in about an hour if I just sat and read it, but I read them over 5 days. It's my enjoyment. I read 20 pages a day over 5 days, and that's fun. So I am like 40 pages into this now, because it's the 2nd. It's the 2nd of April today. I don't know if I said that. Happy Wednesday, everybody. So anyway, yeah, so that is what I started yesterday. The other 2 books are kind of carryovers from March. The first one is an April read, though, and that is my current audiobook, and that is Hearse and Buggy by Laura Bradford, the first in the Amish mystery series that she does. I am now 50% of the way through it, and I am enjoying it. I got very little of it listened to yesterday. I listened to a bit last night while I was having my dinner. So that was really the only audio that I got listened to yesterday. I mean, we did take an Uber in and out of the hospital. And I could have listened to it in the Uber ride, but I just didn't feel like it. I wasn't in the mood. On the way there, I was anxious, and on the way back, I was just too tired. So I didn't do that. And like I said, I am enjoying it. Basically, it's about a woman named Claire who moves to this small town called Heavenly, Pennsylvania. And she moves in, it's after her divorce. She was living with her husband, or her ex-husband, in New York City. And she's moved to this small town in Pennsylvania, which is an Amish country. And her aunt runs a B&B, so she's there to help. And now she's opened her own shop, which kind of sells like Amish goods, stuff made by Amish people, like arts and crafts and things like that, like quilts and hand-painted things and stuff. And a man is murdered next door at the bakery next door, and she's kind of involved in the whole murder and stuff like that. So I'm reading that one, and I'm almost finished reading Ozark's Missing Person by Maggie Wells. which I'll talk more about in this video when I finish it, because I do plan on finishing it today. And I've decided that going forward, I think I'm going to talk about the books that I finish in these vlogs. Instead of doing a separate video every week, I'm just going to do it because I find that a little, I don't know, I always, like, never get around to doing them. I always forget to do them. Like, the vlogs are easy. It's all the extra videos. Like, I like doing the wrap-ups, or I like doing my, like, TBRs and stuff like that. But, like, the weekly wrap-ups, I feel like just because I do these, like, I don't... Anyway, what I might start doing maybe this month is, like, a mid-month wrap-up, and then, like, a month-end wrap-up or something like that, instead of doing a weekly wrap-up. You know, so we shall see. Or I might just do a month-end. I think that's what I'm probably just going to start doing going forward, and starting in April, is just do a month end and call it a day. But anyway, I'm yammering on. I will let you guys go, and I'll check in with you later. Bye. Hello, friends. I'm coming to you with a quick update. It is about 11:30, quarter to 12, and Garrett and I just came back. We had to run out to the store because they are calling for a storm tonight. Ice and snow, potentially. Don't know if it's going to hit our area. I know for sure it's going to go north of us, but I don't know if it's going to hit us. Now, Garrett does have to go to work today, so I have to take him to work, but we had to pick up something for him for dinner. So I said, let's go out now, so then that way I don't have to stop if there is a storm on my way home. And it is cold out, you guys. It is freezing cold out. I can't believe it. Like, the wind from the north or whatever, is freezing. And tomorrow it's supposed to be 17 degrees Celsius. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know what's up with Mother Nature, but it's just, I saw a meme today that said, no matter what coat you wear right now, it's going to be the wrong one. Like, when you leave the house, it's going to be the wrong coat. So yeah, but anyway, I haven't done any more reading, but we did stop at Tim Hortons because Garrett wanted his tea for the morning. I got a cookie. I do love these. I know, it's just a chocolate chip cookie with the mini eggs. I can make it myself, but it's there. Anyway, I have not gotten any reading done, but I'm going to do that now. But very exciting. The 4th episode, I've started watching the show called Jet Lagged. Hold on, let me just switch hands here. So it's on YouTube, and it's the channel is called Jet Lagged, or Jet Lag, I think. Jet Lag the Game. And this is their 13th season, I think, and I'm just hearing about this now because Tom Scott, who I also used to watch a lot, well, when he was on YouTube a lot, he's on this season as a guest on it. So basically what they do is it's a game that is played like in this game in season 13, they're like claiming countries in Europe. So they're like literally going to different countries in Europe. They claim the country when they enter it, but then you can do a challenge to lock the country so the other team can't steal the country from you. It's literally a game. Like, there was one season where they had to circumnavigate the world in 100 hours. And another one where they were playing like hide and seek across Japan. Like, this is crazy. I don't know what the budget is for this thing, but it's insane. And it's just so much fun to watch. So season 4 just came out like an hour ago, so I'm watching it right now. So when this episode is over, it's only about 45 minutes long. I'm going to go ahead and finish reading, my ebook, my Ozark Missing Persons, because I'm really, really enjoying it. Or Ozark's Missing Person, I should say, by Maggie Wells, and I'm really enjoying it. So I want to get that one done. And then I'll be starting probably another Harlequin book. So yay on that one. But anyway, guys, I just want to give you a quick update. Not much going on, but I just didn't want it to be like a first clip and then a last clip and, nothing in between. You may have actually just seen a clip before this of Garrett and George laying in bed. George just looks so cute with the blanket like half over his face. It was delightful. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hello, friends. It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I have just had my lunch and I thought I would pop in with a quick reading update. First of all, a quick weather update. We have snow. We also had thunder. I was downstairs eating my lunch and I mean a boom of thunder. So I looked it up and it's a thing. It's called thunder snow. Thunder snow. And sounds like some weird movie featuring The Rock. Anyway, but yeah, we've got snow. They say it's common. It's a thunderstorm, but with snow, essentially. So we heard that, but it's not horribly bad. I'm hoping it's not going to be horribly bad. So anyway, reading update. I finished a book just before I had my lunch. I finished reading Ozark Missing Person by Maggie Wells. This is the first book in the Arkansas Special Agents series, and it's a trilogy, so there's 3 books, so I will eventually get to book 2 and 3. They are now on my list of series to get to. And yeah, I like this one, guys. I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was really, really good. So the premise of this story is about a girl in her early 20s named Mallory who ends up, first of all, she goes missing. And our main character, Grace, is with the state police, and she gets the missing persons case. So she is investigating this girl's disappearance and ends up meeting her brother, the girl's brother, and his name is Matthew, and he is a prosecuting attorney for the state of Arkansas. So anyway, the two of them end up working together trying to find out where his sister is. And then, it's not really a spoiler alert, but no, it's not a spoiler alert. They end up finding her body. So she was murdered. You kind of find that out in the prologue of the book. So the thing is that with this one, you know who did it. As the reader, you know who did it. And it's more them, and they really know who did it too. Like, they kind of figured it out, but they're trying to do the gotcha moment, like where they catch the person, like get them not to admit to it, but you know what I'm saying. So basically the entire premise of the story is the two of them working together, and I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of political leanings to it. The family is very powerful within the state, and, they have kind of judges in their pocket and stuff like that. And what I really liked, and this is going to sound funny because this is a romantic suspense novel, so this is a romance novel, and I'm using air quotes, is the fact that the relationship doesn't happen until the very last chapter. This is a cupcake romance. There is absolutely zero spice in this book at all. Literally, spoiler alert here, is that it ends with he asks her out on a date. So it's not a happily ever after ending. It's a happy for now ending. And I am perfectly okay with that. I really, really like that, especially with a romantic suspense novel, because the focus was on the story, was on this mystery, if you will, this, what happened to this girl, like the events leading up to what happened to her and stuff like that. And the fact that they didn't let this like attraction get in the middle of that. Like, they were really focused on finding what happened to her. And then it was like, after everything was said and done, he's like, hey, would you like to go out? You know what I mean? So I thought that was really nice. The other thing I really liked about this one is the fact that Matthew and Mallory, the girl who ended up dying, their relationship was very, very strained as siblings. They really did not get along. He thought she was flighty. She thought he was stuck up. They did not have a good relationship. Anytime they did try to spend time together, it just ended up in fights. And I really liked in the book how very realistic it was that Matthew kind of wrestled with this fact, and how he felt like now he's never going to have a chance to rectify that relationship. And, almost feels apologetic for it, but realizing there's really not much he can do about it. It was what it was. He admits he wasn't the best brother. He tried, but he wasn't the best brother, and she wasn't the best sister. And the fact that even though she had died, they didn't try to glorify her and say how wonderful and perfect she was. Not everybody's perfect, right? And he admits that she had some flaws and he has flaws. And I really like that aspect of it. I know it sounds weird, but I thought that was very realistic. Anyway, so yes, so there is my first finish for the month of April, and I think that's my 59th book for the year. So yay on that one. But I did listen to some more of Hearse and Buggy when I was having my lunch. I am now 60% of the way through that one. I'll get some more reading done on that tonight when I make my dinner and all that stuff. And I do plan on starting another book this afternoon, A Colorado Claim by Joanne Rock, which is the third and final book in the Return to Catamount series. So that'll be really nice to finish the series. It'll be fantastic. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'll check in with you later. Bye. I'm waiting in a parking lot for Garrett. I'm taking him to work, but he had to go grab something. So I can see it's raining, but there is actually, it's like slushy. So it is freezing rain, but the main roads seem to be okay because they're being driven on, and they also de-iced them. So there's been trucks going out. There's a truck right now. You can see the flashing lights. They had these guys going out earlier, like for the last day or so, throwing down this brine on the roads that helps it from not freezing, in preparation for this. So, and then again, tomorrow it's going to be 17 degrees, which is, I think, like 65 Fahrenheit for my American friends. So we go from this to 65 degrees. So yeah, I had asked Garrett originally when he booked the days off. I'm like, oh, take the Wednesday too. He's like, no, I'm going to go in. And now he's like, I should have taken the Wednesday. But anyway, current weather, I'll let you know when I get home. Hello, my friends. It is just before 6 o'clock and I am home. It is nasty outside. It was actually fine. The driving was fine. The roads, it's just like rain, basically. but I did follow up one of the bridges, a plow truck that was throwing salt on the road. So they're anticipating as the sun goes down, I guess, that it's going to get colder and the water's going to freeze. So that's going to be the thing. But tonight I should be okay. Going to pick up Garrett. I don't think it'll be a big issue. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I don't really have much else to report going on tonight. I am listening currently, or will be going back to listening to Hearse and Buggy by, why am I drawing a blank? Laura Bradford. I'm about 65% of the way through it now. I was listening to this a bit on the way home from taking Garrett to work. So I'm going to go listen to this while I have my dinner. I think tonight's I'm going to have soup. I was going to have a chicken pot pie because I bought one at the grocery store today. But I need Garrett to bring the air fryer up from the basement because I can't carry it. It's just too heavy for me. Unfortunately, he forgot to bring it up for me earlier, so that's okay. I'll have it tomorrow. So tonight might either be soup or craft dinner. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide when I get there, when I get downstairs. But anyway, guys, I think I'll end the vlog with some, I got Presley and Missy here, so maybe I'll get some video of the cats. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye. As promised, here's Mr. Presley. Having a bath. Don't disturb me. Oh, are we going to wash our face? Or just our paw? No. Such a good boy. And then, of course, Mrs. Innocent. Mrs. Innocent. Yes, Mrs. Innocent. Oh no, you're not going to bite me while you're on camera. You'll only bite me when the camera's off. Oh, there we go. She's a good girl.